So what we'll be doing throughout this webinar is going through some sections of our new CIS feature and showing you how it will work within the system. If you are interested in this feature, please contact us at demonstrations@justaccounts.com for more information, or alternatively speak to account manager, and we will be happy to turn this feature on and provide you with any future guidance you will need on the release of this feature. So what you actually first needed to do to be able to use the CIS in Just Accounts, actually turn it on per company. To do this, simply click on the company you wish to turn the CIS feature on for. So the one I'm going to be using in this part is called Mix Constructions Limited. And what you should then see is the familiar company details screen. From the company details screen, what you will need to do is click Edit at the bottom. And what you will see in the tax settings screen is one new field at the top, which is called tax reference. So simply enter the company's tax reference in this field, and at the bottom of the screen you should now see CIS settings. If you wish to turn CIS on for this company, simply click on CIS enabled. And what this will do is bring up the following options. So you can tell the system if they are registered for CIS, true, false, or not set. You can set when the application date was made. So if I just select any date for this example, you can enter what trade description they're involved in, what the CIS category is, and also pick a nominal where the deductions are going to be posted to. So what I have set up in this company is CIS deduction nominal 28. If you want any information or guidance on how we can set this up for you, we can obviously discuss this when you wish to have this feature turned on for you. When you're happy with everything, simply click Save, and what this will do then is we'll enable this company for the CIS feature, which will give us a few other options that I will be able to show you in this demonstration. So once that's done now, what it means is that I can now go into the individual employee and verify them for CIS, or alternatively go into the actual contact section and verify from the agency, which will basically verify the limited company as the subtractor of the agency instead of individual. So what that basically means is I'll first show you how you can verify the individual. So if I click on employees and go onto the employees page, what I have at the bottom of the screen now will be my CIS options. So what you can see now is I have two new buttons: verify CIS subcontractor and verification history. Verify CIS subcontractor will allow me to actually enter CIS verification details, which will allow me to communicate with HMRC and get the verification for this individual. So what I've already done is filled some of this information in using some dummy data that we have. So I'm going to be doing it for the company called Denby Roofing. The subcontractor UTR is as followed. I've entered the address line, and all I need to do then is click Save and Verify. And the verification dummy details I'm using for this one is an unmatched one. And what we should then get once this is finished communicating with HMRC is result letters that this is unmatched. So as you can see, we've got some result back from HMRC, which is letting us know that the status of this is unmatched, and we also have a verification number. To view this result any other time that we come back into the system, if I click on verification history, what it will do is will show me actually when I have done any CIS verification through the system. Just so you can see obviously what a matched one looks like, what I have done already is entered some other dummy details from HMRC. This time this type is a sole trader, but it's just so I can obviously demonstrate to you what it will look like. So if I now click Save and Verify, what this will do now is will bring back a different result for me, and will actually come up with matched rather than unmatched. And it would also update the verification history. While it's doing this, what I'm going to do in the meantime is actually show you where the agency level verification is. So if you hover over contacts and just click on it, or actually click on individual agencies, what you will get is the list of your contacts for this particular company. So I'm going to use the example agency, and at the bottom of the screen I have now two options: verify CIS subcontractor or verification history. Similar to the individual verification, all you do is click on the button and fill in the information of your client. So what this will do, like I mentioned earlier, it will verify you as in the limited company as a subcontractor of the agency instead of each individual employee. And again, similar to the employee section, the agency will also have a CIS verification history, so you can actually see what date you last verified them and what the verification number was. If I go back to this screen, as you can see, that has finished communicating with HMRC, and this time, because I've used different credentials, we have got a status as matched and a new verification number. So if I click on the verification history, we should be able to see, sorry, it's just refreshing itself. If I click verification history, we can see now we've got a new one, matched, deduction rate is net, and there's our verification number. So once you've done all this and verified the individual, what it means is that when it comes to raising invoices, the system will automatically include the CIS deductions for you, and it will actually provide you with the CIS calculations and extra deduction lines. So what I mean by this, so if I go on the invoice screen now, and if I choose to create a new invoice, anyone familiar with our invoice screen will notice now that this part of this invoice screen has changed. So now we've got estimated CIS service deductions and also the total CIS deduction. So if I just fill in an invoice, a standard 20%, and select services, as you can see, it's worked out my estimated CIS deduction. This isn't the final amount because obviously as in agencies might deduct differently, but this is sort of a suggestive deduction for the system. When we're happy with this, all I do is click post, and what that will do then is we'll post the invoice onto the screen. The part that would actually dictate the CIS deduction to our system is this part where you come in to add the payment. So when I come into the individual invoice and click add payment, I can actually dictate what my payment amount was and exactly what my CIS deduction was. If this amount differed, we can basically change it up. If I, for example, put 1800 and then 600, the system will then update that accordingly and will post the 600 CIS deduction to the nominal that we set up earlier in the settings section. But for now, I'll just leave it as it is. So what this will now do then is it will post that £400 to the CIS nominal, and it would obviously add the £200 to our bank, £2,000 to our bank. It's simple as that. The invoice screen is simple, and like it's not final till you add the payment. And obviously you can dictate how you do this. The other part of the system is looking at CIS 300, and what we're going to be looking at for this demonstration is through purchases. So what I have already set up is a CIS 300 loaded up from a previously set company. It should provide you with some understanding of how it works and how you'll be able to submit the CIS 300 to HMRC. So what I'll first do is I'll raise a purchase invoice. So I'm going to set this to, for example, Denby Roofing. I'm going to have our nominal purchases set up. I'm going to have standard. I'm going to have the CIS deduction of services. I'm just going to say it was £1,000, and the system would automatically work out my CIS deduction fee as well. I just need to select the date, give it a reference, and click post. Similar to the invoices, the actual deduction is taking place once we come to add in payment. So as you can see, when I come to add in payment, again, I can decide exactly what my payment was with my CIS deduction. Click OK, and that would have posted it. So when it comes to now doing CIS 300, if I was to calculate period 12, what you should see is the numbers changing. So as you can see, the total deduction has changed and our total payment has changed. And if I was happy with this, I can simply click submit, which will send it to HMRC. If I wanted to calculate again because I've had new postings, I can click calculate. Or if I click on details, it will actually show me what my verification number is, my UTR, and exactly what my payments have been and what the deductions should have been. If you wish to click it and create a new CIS formula for a different period, you can simply click on calculate new period, choose the tax month you wish to do, and click calculate, and then it will load up that particular month. So I had done it earlier for month 11 and there was nothing posted in that month, so it's come up as 0. But like I said though, when you're happy with it and you want to submit to HMRC, you simply click submit and the system will communicate to HMRC using the credentials we set up as part of the initial setup for each company, and then that would then submit that information to HMRC. And it's as simple as that. The only other thing I can actually show you as well is the sort of the batch verification process. So what this means is that obviously when you verify someone, you don't want to keep going in and verifying them. So what we've done is that we've set up a cross-company verification process for anyone that's had CIS verification done. So if you hover over home and click on CIS verification, what you will get is all of your companies or any agencies or anyone that should be verified. And when you're happy, you can basically click verify visible and it will go through and verify them depending on the details. You can also edit the details of these agencies or these individual employees by clicking edit details, which will bring up a very similar screen that we had before, where you can actually enter the information, click save, and then be able to verify them from this screen as well. It also has our mixed construction and CIS employee that we done earlier, with the last one being sole trader. If you want to verify them all, you just click on verify visible and it will verify everyone. But because the contact 5 I haven't had any validation information in, it's not allowed me to do that. But like I said, it's really simple to batch verify. Once everything is set up and you've got all the details you need in there, you can simply just click on verify visible and do them all, or you can individually verify them. That's all that I will be able to show you today from sort of CIS point of view, but I would also like to point out though that we do have CPSC Payroll for CIS. If you're interested in this, please feel free to contact us at demonstrations@justaccounts.com and we'll provide you with more information on how this will work. And similarly, if you're interested in sole trader CIS, I would like to mention that we are working on the CIS sole traders. And if you're interested, please get in touch with your account manager to make sure that we are able to support your process as part of our development. As we are currently looking to be building sole traders, so we want to make sure that it's something that will be desirable and will suit your need. Thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure. Have a great day.